Hello, good people. How are you doing? This is Roseby, the founder of Farm Nest Hub and your all-time therapist. I am the founder of the Farm Nest Hub because we say we are all going back to the nest. In this nest, we are either rebuilding, repairing, we are learning, and learning because we have to bring a resilient generation. For this context, in case you don't know, the nest is where you're raising your kids, it's where I'm raising mine. And so we need to give them a safe nest because tomorrow's generation lies on them. And we are the people that are supposed to bring this nest and make sure that it is safe for all. So today's reflection, welcome to it. We say this is a psychological lens. And so this is a reflection from the nest, from the psychological lens. So today I bring the topic of the Russian man. The Russian man, I know your attention has been caught just like mine, right? Yeah. So when I was going through the video of the famous Russian man, there are several things that caught my attention. By the way, remember, this case can be given so many views and everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So this is a psychological perspective about this man. Every time he saw a girl or a woman for that matter, the first thing he said, he complimented them. You're looking good. Your hair looks good. You're looking fine. You're light. I like you. I love you. He came up with something that caught attention for the woman. He never just started his business, but it is the you're looking good that made that woman stop and look back and gave him a listening ear. Now, in psychology, there is a girl in every woman. There is a little girl in every woman. And this girl is looking for validation. At around 5-6 years, this is the time that girls get a lot of affirmation. And that is what it takes them throughout their lives. And if you don't affirm them enough, they keep looking psychologically and subconsciously, they keep looking for this girl. They keep on looking for this affirmation, sorry for that. And so, when this Russian man, my thoughts, remember, when this Russian man caught attention for this little girl, it was so easy for him now to get the grown-up woman. So I'll always say, what is this that you feel that you as a father, remember, this psychological 3 to 7 years is where present men in girls' life needs to do a lot of affirming, a lot of appraisal, a lot of reassuring so that they are able to get some self-confidence. Now, there is one particular lady I saw, the way she was walking before and the way she walked later as she was coming back to the apartment was quite different within a minute. Why would this person have confidence all over a sudden? So can we fix our nests? Can we go back to our nest as women and get to understand what is it that I lacked? Because we need to fix it in therapy rooms. If you don't fix it in therapy room, there is danger out there. Someone will cut your attention in the wrong way, or rather someone will get you, will win you in the wrong way because there is a girl in you, maybe she was never given what she needed. Now, the psychological perception, I know it has a lot of views. I know some of you have really made comments on my social media handles, especially in Facebook. But I want to say this. When every man in life, if you are a father to a girl, if you are an uncle to a girl, if you are a neighbor, if you are a churchmate, please let us have a community that affirms girls that we have. So that when they grow up, it shall not be a need in them that makes them go looking subconsciously for this love. My assumption was the attention, and the first thing he said was, you look good. So there is a girl. So let us go back to our nest. How fast and how often do you affirm your girl? How often do you remind her she's beautiful? How often do you hug her? How often do you remind her and teach her about life, reminding her that every other person can be different, but I am there for you? I know we have cases of people with no present fathers because of one reason or the other. If you are there as an uncle, kindly let us do this as a community. Let's affirm the girls around us. If you're married, you have a woman, but remember, in this woman, there is a little girl in her. It is okay. You can say you married a big woman, but let me tell you, in that woman, there is a little girl in her. What are you doing? Are you destroying her or are you building her? Are you destroying her by reminding her she's not important in your life? Or are you bringing out the beauty out of her by affirming? I know you tell me this is not your business, but imagine it's part of what you need to do. So let us fix this nation. Let's fix our lives. If you know you had some hinges in growing up, if you know maybe things went south, your father was not present, or he was present, maybe things were not just smooth, and you remember some painful experiences growing up, come for therapy. Let us fix this. Let us take you back to the nest. Let us repair. We say we are repairing your nest a strand at a time. We don't, by the way, we are not in a hurry. We are okay. We go back so that once you take us, you back there, you are restoring and repairing your nest. And once your nest is restored, there is nothing you look good, that will make you follow this stranger. Now, remember, this case has other perspective, the spiritual perspective. I am not one of them in terms of this, but I know we have the clergy. But there's something I picked in the small theology that I have done, that some spirituality, after you look good, he went ahead and, by the way, handed like there was a physical touch. There was spinning, there was a greeting, and then spinning of this woman. And after this, something just changed. Now, that could be a spiritual thing. It was more spiritual than physical. We could say so. Now, there is also another perspective of the culture. As someone commented on my Facebook, this is a demand, by the way, for me to talk about it. Culture. Some people feel the ladies were dying for the Russian man because of her, wherever he's coming from. Maybe culturally, there is a feeling that a white is better than you, black. So, if that is a perception that you have culturally, feeling that you want to move from one place, your village, to the other person, and thinking that now life has always moved, again, that could be another thing. But when all's been said and that, if you have not worked on the person you are, because even the belief system in the culture, even the belief system in the way you think about other people could be better than you, it comes from a belief system. Belief system and values are created. They are modeled and molded in your early childhood. Because there are people who know very well, even if you are approached by who, if your belief system is right, you will think and look at it differently. And so as we handle this, as before we blame, before we look at them and think, these were cheap women, remember, you could as well fall a prey if you don't fix your nest. We say, we are going back to the nest to repair the strand. Meanwhile, as a parent, how is your parenting? Remember, this is where these children, your child today will be that citizen tomorrow. If that happens to her, shall she be in a position to stand and say, no, because I know I am okay. Thank you for telling me, but that one I knew. Are you bringing up an emotionally stable child, or are you bringing up an emotionally vulnerable child? Take the challenge. Remember, repairing a strand at a time with your counselor psychologist and the founder of Affirmed. We say in this, it is just a psychological lens. You have your own opinion. You are entitled by them with your own opinion. But once we do this, remember, that is about the nest that you're coming from. Thank you so much. Please like this, subscribe, forward, share to someone else. Let's have reflective times to think about what is happening around us. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.